the bowling contest, right? That would get like 2 people.
Right.
If I could get in with Mexus, then we would just need a way to get the 4th person in.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I'm looking at it, but I don't know.
Yeah. To do. I will be, as per usual, sharing my screen for music.
Oh, right. Here, let me go ahead and get that. There we go.
Also, light your candle if you haven't already.
Yep, I have it right here.
Perfect.
Okay, there we go. I was like, why is the music so quiet? And then it's like, because you need to put the sound up. That's why. I have toggled the sound up.
Gotcha.
I like the music. That's Rascom, huh? All right.
Yep, that's the official Rascom theme.
I have to say, I love the music that, like, is this official soundtrack, or is this like something that a fan made to go along with it, or?
It's official.
Yeah, like, it's great. And I love that is a thing now, that like modules release, because I know like that one that I'm looking at that's gonna be cool when it finally releases, Crooked Moon. The music for that is like awesome so far. The stuff that they've released.
Nice, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be something special. Yeah. It was gonna be your Christmas present, but then they didn't end up releasing it. And we're like, well, shit.
Right.
That's probably going to be like your birthday present this year. I know there was something. You have the book, right? Is it other stuff?
I mean,
it's the book. Huh?
I don't have the book. I will be getting the book because I
right.
donated to their. Yeah, I pre-ordered it essentially.
Right. But you're already getting the book. It's other stuff that you don't have. It's just the book, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, there was something. Was it the tarot deck, maybe?
It was the tarot deck, yeah.
It was the tarot, okay. Yeah, like, I'm kind of hoping that that'll be ready at least by your birthday or next Christmas, but it is going way longer than I thought it would, so. I mean, that's okay. You can't rush a good thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized I was way, like, zoomed in.
Yeah, I don't know why it starts that. Also, Key, not that it's really that big of a deal, but your microphone keeps, like, making you sound like you're, like, 50 miles away.
Does it really? That is... I don't know why. The only thing I can think of is, like... So, it's not that my sound cuts out, it's that my voice gets quieter sometimes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so it's not like sound gating, where, like, if I go key too shrilly, it'll just cut it off. Like, it's more like it's just sometimes it gets too quiet.
Yeah, it's like you're walking away. It sounds like you're, like, pacing around your room, almost.
Which is funny, like, I'm not pacing, though sometimes I do kind of, like, shift around in my chair. Right now, I have put the mic up close to my mouth. Like, is this okay? Like, the way I have it now?
So far, you've been great. So far, you haven't been walking away, so...
Okay. The only thing with walking away I can think of is, like... Sometimes I do stuff with my hands without really thinking about it. Like, I'm trying to think if maybe, like, I've been moving the mic around or something like that. Like, right now I have it up basically as close to me as it can be without me, like, deep-throating the fucker.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, but do let me know if it happens again, and I'll kind of figure out what I was doing that was causing that.
Okay.
Because right now, it seems to be okay, so... Okay.
Alrighty, well, I guess we should just jump into it.
Let's jump into it.
All right. In our last session, you saw Mexus and walk into a bar and you followed behind her and bought her a drink. Mm-hmm. This led you to ordering you a drink that put a spell on you, seemingly an interesting effect from Nick's wonderful deck of many drinks, which is just
worked out well.
Yeah, it's really wild that that's what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It ended up kind of being nice. I appreciated that. That was fun.
So from there, you two went to the Blood Bank Casino and gambled for a bit. And you got pretty decent winnings, honestly.
Yeah.
Most of the winnings coming from seemingly a miracle jackpot winner of a random gambling addict that you gave healing words, cure wounds.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I think it was healing word. It was healing
You
word.
gave a healing word to a random person, and they won a fucking jackpot and gave you 50 gold or 50 chips, but that translates to gold. Yeah.
No complaints here, yeah.
That was wild. I saw the 3 zeros. I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding me? This cannot be real. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was happy. Like, I will admit, Grell does feel a little bit like, oh man, like I basically just enabled this guy's demise. Like, this guy is literally bleeding himself dry to gamble. But Grell meant well. She's
Right.
kind of an airhead, okay? But anyway, she meant well. But yeah, that was crazy. So.
But yeah, you gambled for a while, and from there, you sent a note off to your friends as you were escorted from the Blood Bank Casino to the Royal Palace by Mexus, who got you through the palace entrance with seemingly sheer intimidation and just seemingly being welcomed into the palace. Coming into the palace, you saw a bunch of tapestries of the Baron's face decorating the outer walls of the palace. And going in, you see similar paintings and portraits of the Baron. The guy in the music video, in the soundtrack.
That's the Baron.
Yeah, you see a
okay.
bunch of him. Just a very round, barrel, bearded man with a tiny crown
Got it.
and a robe.
An eeny weeny crown, and then I can't tell what that, like the belt buckle or something that he has like at the bottom of his shirt. What is that?
I guess it's that's a belt buckle. Kind of looks like a Steven Universe gem, but
It kind of does actually. You're right.
yeah, it's
but
a
with a face on it.
belt buckle.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess you would probably recognize that as a symbol of Dabrius, but
Oh right.
that's neither
okay.
here nor there. But yeah, you walk up a few flights of stairs and eventually get to a room, and stuff happens. You
Yup.
walk into the room, things happen, cut the black.
We had sandwiches all night long. We had a tea party. It was great.
Sure.
Yep.
You wake up, and as you wake up, you feel the weight of Mex's kind of on you, as her, and you're nude.
Yep. As you do.
You're both nude, and you feel like the weight of Mex is on you, as she's like kind of hugging you with six of her arms, and kind of
Aw.
on her stomach, kind of like snoring.
Aw.
Yeah, just snoring a little bit.
It's actually very sweet.
What are some of your like first impressions of this? Like, what's
Okay.
Grill thinking right now?
Okay, so Grell, is just kind of blinking awake and being like, oh, and she kind of like, oh, this is nice, kind of snuggles in a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
This is nice. Like Grell loves being hugged. This is great. Like Grell's living her best life right now.
So
So.
I don't know how this happened. This was completely by sheer D&D chaos luck, but we've somehow kind of made the perfect match, sort of, because essentially, to Mex's perspective, Grell's gooey skin kind of acts as a lava lamp, as she is cold-blooded, and your skin is kind of hot. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how you describe a gel person.
It's a little. I mean, it is like slightly acidic, and yes, it would be. I mean, okay, so she's cold-blooded. You said like, so it like Grell does have an inner heat. Like I don't. Well, actually, come to think of it, I don't know about Oozkin biology there.
I mean,
I figure that there's something powering them.
You can make up anything you want, and we can say it's canon.
Yeah. I guess my idea, like, I would think that an Oozkin would feel relatively warm because, like, they probably have a core that powers them. In the same way, I mean, people have hearts. I would say that Grell would be warm. Warm and slightly acidic.
Yeah. And for your perspective, the Belling Wilds, and everyone, the Belling Wilds is a hot place. It's a very humid, hot place, and this room is no different. But under the weight of Nexus, her cold blood is refreshing. Like, it almost feels like you're being air conditioned.
Oh, I mean that's awesome. Like it's like she's always the cool side of the pillow.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
I love that. Okay, yeah.
So yeah,
okay. Grell is happy.
As I was saying, pure D&D chaos, perfect match, seemingly.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're kind of laying here under her weight for a little while, and then I want you to make me a perception check.
Okay. Perception check. Let me go ahead here. Oh, there's my thing. I always forget what my perception is. I do. Okay, perception. I don't have what do you call it? Proficiency in it, but I do have a +4. So let me go ahead. Roll D20 +4. 11.
So yeah, it's just nice. It's pretty comfortable. You're in bliss, seemingly. And after a few minutes, after some time passes of this, just kind of chilling in bed, you see Mexus kind of like snort a little bit, and then like sniffs like, and then she says like, food. As soon after she says food and kind of starts to wake up, you hear a knocking at the door.
Oh, all right. I'm just gonna kind of like gently shake her awake, like, "Hey, Nexus, there's a knock."
Her eyes open and
It's out of the door.
Oop, sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was just like, "Hey, good morning. I think there's someone that wants you. There's someone at the door."
She gets up, she kind of looks at you and like does like a 6-arm stretch. It makes her note she's completely nude, like completely nude.
Oh, big stretch.
She does a stretch and she walks over to the door and she opens it, again completely nude. And you hear on the other side, room service. Oh, and then, like, yeah, room service. Oh. And Mexus kind of like opens the door up and like kind of gives a gesture of come in. As you see, like a large cart of food gets ushered in.
Oh, Grell looks at this like, okay, Grell is not super like, modesty isn't really, I don't think would be a huge thing with Oozkin. Like, I mean, I know she's like she's formerly a gelatinous cube. Clothes weren't really a thing. Like, I don't think she's super like, oh my god, like, she's not just gonna cover up. She's just gonna look at the food and be like, oh yeah.
And yeah, you see a young elf person come in. They are wearing like a servant's outfit, nothing too crazy, but clearly like embroidered with like Rascom symbols and style. And they set up forks and plates and just get the food in. It's pretty decent spread. It has like a few stacks of pancakes, good amount of bacon, a lovely large, what are those things called? Like for juice and stuff. A pitcher.
Oh, yeah, like a pitcher of juice, right?
A large, lovely glass, diamond-encrusted pitcher full of orange juice.
Oh.
And the servant elf boy, begins to leave. And he says, enjoy. But Mexa says, wait. She kind of goes to reach down at her pocket, but then she realizes she's nude. And she kind of sighs. She scratches her ass. And, like, she's like, give me a second. And she looks around for something. I'm gonna see if she finds it.
I'm wondering if she's like reaching for like a coin purse, like if you have to tip or something.
Oh. Yeah, she takes a few seconds, but she finally finds a coin purse.
Okay.
She opens it and she takes out 10 pieces of gold and gives it to the servant boy.
Okay.
And the servant boy leaves, and yeah, you two are alone again with a big spread of food.
Girl's gonna be like, oh, this looks delicious! After a wonderful night.
She's clearly pretty tired still, and like, you know, the royal treatment, as they say.
Well, I'm going to take and pour her a glass of juice, and here you go. Wake up.
She takes it and drinks it. Yummy. Very good. Thank you very much. Well, we
thank you.
might as well help ourselves.
Yep. Oh, and do you mind if I give Bitey a piece of bacon?
You see Bitey is hanging on, like, the side of a dresser. Or, like, the side of a wardrobe. And, like, just tossed over.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up... I'm nude, and I'm just gonna go grab Bitey and just kind of... Like, I throw him over my shoulders, so I'm still, like, naked, but I have Bitey, and I'm gonna start feeding him, like, a piece of bacon and sausage or whatever.
Mexus gives, like, a pretty, like, improving look. Like, she's pretty, like... She thinks that's pretty metal. And she says, that's a cool cloak you got there.
Oh, yes, his name is Bitey. Say hi, Bitey. And I'm gonna, show Bitey off a bit, kind of like angle his head towards her, like whatever part of him eats. So that she can, you want to pet him? He loves pets.
She kind of looks to the side and she's like, okay, sure. And she gives Bitey a 3-armed pet.
So cute.
I like them very much.
Me too. We've been good buddies for a while now.
That's cool. She eats some breakfast, and as she's like eating breakfast, you two spend some time eating breakfast.
Yeah.
And she eventually asks, like, "What are you doing in Rascom?"
Well, I'm here with my friends. We're trying to set up business here, selling relics and religious goods. And I mean, there's no better place than Rascom for making a sale.
Yes, it seems to be quite the bustling place.
Oh, yes, I love it very much. Kind of a lot of crack addicts, though.
Oh, you've noticed those too?
Yes. We were actually accosted by one when we first came to town. Poor fellow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate what's been going on here. But who am I to say, really?
I'm trying to remember... Orange, what was it that they were addicted to? I don't have that in my notes. Do we know, or is it just drugs? Like, if it was a...
I guess Jack probably would have told you that is called God Rock.
God Rock. Okay, which is, okay. Just like a drug. Is it kind of like skooma in Skyrim? Just like the drug that a lot of people are hooked on?
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar to like a crack kind of substance, like a rock almost.
Got it.
Like
God
a
Rock. Okay.
Powder.
Okay. Yes, but yeah, we're just we're finding a place to set up our cart in the dealer's green, and we were gonna make some sales. We're starting a new life here.
So you plan on staying here for long?
Oh, well, we might set up we might set up business here, but we also travel around, being traveling merchants. We'll probably go out and sell to other towns as well, but we want to stay here for a while.
Gotcha. All right. That's a fair deal, I suppose. How has the Battling Wilds been treating you?
Whew, there are a lot of things that want to kill us out there. But with the friends, it's been a good time. Like we've made it through. We've met a lot of nice people. We've almost been killed by some very spicy monsters, and we've made a little gold on the way. It's been nice. That's really all I want out of life, to spend time with friends and, have a good time.
She kind of looks at her. She has like a glass of orange juice in one of her arms, and she kind of looks at it longingly. And like,
Aw.
yeah. Sounds like a pleasant arrangement.
It is. And, I guess, okay, now here's the thing. Here's where my awkwardness as a conversationalist is. Like, let me third person this. I'm gonna ask her about how she's doing, like how she likes, how do you like Rascom? How do you feel about Rascom?
It's bigger than what I'm used to.
What you're used to?
Well, recently, my home currently is in Heroes Ascent, and that's more of a small, like one section town, not 3.
Okay.
But it's definitely more. It's smaller, certainly smaller.
What brought you to a Rascom?
Oh, well, I'm here on political business to say. Gresh was given a ticket to the Baron's ball, and I was asked to come visit on Gresh's behalf to mostly keep face with the Baron. The Baron is a very important part of our organization of keeping the Battling Wilds not a complete hellfire.
Okay. Okay, and then I guess, alright, I'm gonna go ahead and ask more, like, I've been hearing a lot about this ball that's coming up. Are you gonna go, Mexus?
Yes. She says this very annoyed. Not in a pleasant way, just very like, I guess I have to do this for my boss.
Oh, are you gonna be guarding Gresh, or what, or are you attending as a guest? Like,
I guess. Gresh is far too big to fit in this place's walls, so I'm just here on her behalf.
Okay. I guess Grow wouldn't have actually seen Gresh in person, right?
No, you just know she's a dragon.
Okay, so, like, Grell is gonna kind of goggle a little bit, because, like, this palace has seemed pretty big to Grell. Like, Grell isn't used to, like, big fancy buildings. So just like, oh, she wouldn't fit? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And, I'm gonna kind of take a sip of my orange juice and...
But yeah, I'm mostly here for the ball. I don't know what to expect, really.
Well, do you have do you have your outfit to wear to the ball? I'm gonna just start chatting her up,
She kind of
woman to woman.
She looks shocked at this a little bit, and she's like, outfit?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware I needed something specific.
Well, I'm gonna tell her, oh, you look good in anything, Mexus, but you'll probably want to at least, like, put on some fancy dress armor or something.
She kind of looks around at like the scattered clothing around the room, and she's like, I guess I never thought about it. I guess.
Huh. Okay, I have a proposal. Do you want to go shopping for clothing together? We'll get you something nice. I definitely need something so that I don't look like a ragamuffin in town. I don't look like a very prosperous merchant. I might. Why don't we go and get you something to wear to the ball?
Well, we could try the closet.
Okay. Oh, the closet? Oh, is the closet a store?
Oh,
Is that where is that where Wooly got their stuff? I can't remember. Oh, I mean literally a closet.
Nexus
okay.
is pointing to a door in the room. We could try the closet, I guess.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna root through the closet and see if I can find something.
As you open the door, it leads into a beautiful walk-in closet.
Oh,
with all kinds of outfits.
Girl's eyes sparkle like, ooh! And then I'm gonna kind of look at Nexus and kind of then look through the clothes and see if I can find something that is meant for a six-armed snake lady to make her feel special.
Yeah, as you're doing that, she kind of comes into the door frame and with all her six arms crossed, and I looked through this place, but they don't seem to be any outfits in my body type.
Oh, that doesn't seem right. We've gotta get you dressed for the ball, Nexus. So why don't we take a little bit of time and what time in the morning is it right now?
This for posterity's sake, because this is meeting up with the party session at some point where it's early morning, 6.
Okay.
And it will be main 6. Yeah. This whole session is just gonna be 6 a.m.
That works for me. Yeah.
It.
We don't have to make it long. But if it's 6 a.m. Yeah, I really do need to get back to the party. Okay, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna chat her up for a while. I'd kind of like to see if I could find out more about the Baron and what she knows about him.
Well, do you want to do the closet thing?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, we can do the closet thing. That doesn't make any time pass. But you can totally give me an investigation check to see if there's anything that could be not bad if you were to make a few holes into the dress.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me go ahead and look through the closet and see if there's something that we can kind of doctor up a bit. Investigation. Okay, I don't have that, but I do. Okay, +2. Okay, 17.
Okay, with the 17, you're able to find quite a few good outfits. Looking through these outfits make your venturing clothes look benign, very, very bland,
kind of shabby.
Very shabby, yes. And you're able to find a few things that would look good on Nexus for sure. They just don't have 6 holes, but you might be able to cut them in a way to make it look decent.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna take my finds to Nexus and kind of hey, come over here, and we're gonna go to the mirror and I'm gonna put one of the outfits up to her and be like, what do you think?
Okay, is this what they wear to balls?
Okay, Grell doesn't know a whole lot about fancy dress, but I will say, okay, I've never been to a ball before, so I don't know exactly what they wear, but I do know that I think you're gonna look amazing in this. And then but we just need to add a few holes to it. So I'm gonna kind of start I'm gonna, I guess, look for a pair of scissors or something that I can.
You find a pair of scissors.
Yeah. And then just is it okay if I alter this a little bit?
help yourself. Feel free.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of doctor it up a bit, and I don't know if that's like any sort of roll that we need to do or what you want to do it, but I'm gonna try.
Give me a what would it be? Survival?
Okay, so for doing something like, well, performance is like charisma. I would almost think that this would be like I would almost think it would be like a dexterity related thing, but I could be wrong.
Okay, give me a dexterity roll. Or,
okay.
Well, I guess, okay, that would be straight dexterity. Give me, oh, okay, give me sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, okay. Yeah, and that's just +2 for me. But I don't have like a proficiency in it or anything, so. Let me see. I know. If Chester were here, he might have suggested something different, but you got me. I do what I can. Here we go. Oh shit. 9. It's arts and crafts time with Grell.
You cut 4 more holes in, and they're not the cleanest. They're not clean holes. They're very, bad holes. But they're holes.
Yeah.
They would work. They would just look kind of patchy.
Right.
But even though they're patchy, Grell Mexus kind of looks at it approvingly, like, yeah.
Oh, try it on. Grell's like she tried her best. She's like, go ahead, try it on.
And she puts it on. Her arms are able to go through the holes. The holes are way bigger than her arms needed, but they almost look like they've been made through like combat means. So she she admires it. She's admiring it, but I don't know if Grell would know that royalties would be like think it as gaudy, but she likes it.
Yeah. I mean, and really that's what counts. So, Grell's gonna kind of look at it and be like, you look so pretty, Mexus.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception, let me see. That for me is a +4. Okay, 18.
Yeah, she's trying to hide, she's blushing really hard, and she's trying to hide it once again, but you can see through it.
Aww.
Well,
okay, and
thank you.
Yeah. You're gonna look amazing at the ball.
Does Grell tell her that she also needs to get an animal mask at some point?
I forgot. Yes, I do that. Okay, and do you have your animal mask? I've heard that it's going to be a masquerade ball.
She gives the same kind of surprised look. Like she clearly doesn't know, and she's like, animal mask? I need to wear a mask as well.
Oh yes, that's what I've heard. That's the scuttlebutt around town. So I don't know if the closet would have an animal
with
mask,
your
but I'm gonna look.
17, I think was it 17? Yeah. With your 17 investigation, there was no animal masks. There was no masks to be found. And Nexus is like, well, I guess I can go get a mask at some point today.
Okay.
What animal should I get, do you think?
So Grell's gonna kind of, do that whole head cocking, hand on, chin on her hand, kind of considering this, and well, do you have a favorite? I would want to do my favorite animal.
Well, rats are quite tasty. Should I do a rat?
I think a rat would be sensational.
Oh, all right.
You would make an adorable rat. And Grell means this sincerely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see if I can find that. A rat mask. What are you gonna go as? I guess.
I don't have an invite to the ball.
Oh,
And she's gonna kind of,
Oh, my bad. I guess I assumed you were going.
no. I like I said, I don't have an invite, and she's gonna kind of look, like kind of not exactly feigning sadness, but just kind of like, the whole thing where you kind of like kick your feet and look a little dejected.
Give me a persuasion check or deception check.
Well, it's deception. I say persuasion.
Okay. Or no. Okay. Give me a performance check.
That would be okay. Performance. Okay, I get a +3 to that. So. Oh wait, I accidentally typed wrong. Okay, here we go. Oh damn!
She falls for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, she falls for a hook, line, and sinker, and she kind of like. Well,
Girl kind of looks at her with the puppy eyes.
I'm tempted. But you know what? We're going for like chill vibes. Because I guess I can tell you this. There's a reality where I am an asshole. And I punish you for your not 20. Because typically Mexes wouldn't like weakness.
Oh, okay. No, that's fair.
But
That's
since we're going for
completely fair.
cuteness and I don't feel like being an asshole, it works.
Okay.
And
Well, remember, you can be like, well, okay, no, that's completely fair. That's completely fair.
maybe in a real session I probably would punish you. But since this is just a chill one-on-one session, I'm like, let's just go for the cute vibes, baby.
Yay!
It works. And she, well, I'm by myself, I guess. And my ticket does come with a +1.
Girl kind of lights up. Oh! And, I mean, is that an invite? Or
I mean, if sure, if you want to, you can
I would
tag along.
love to.
I don't
I
have
would love
anyone
to go.
else with me. I dispatched all the other go-to goons, so.
Girl kind of does a little twirl.
I guess this could be our second date.
I would love that. Then Grell does kind of sober up. Be like, so okay, we're chatting and stuff. Like, okay, I gotta introduce the fact that things are gonna be kind of awkward. I mean, I need to get back to my friends. Actually, when is the ball? Like, okay, so tonight is the bowling contest, right? And then
Yes.
tomorrow is the ball. Okay.
No, I will say the ball is in like. I'll make a decision by next stream, but like 4 or 5 days away.
Oh, okay. We have some time then. Okay. Okay. So in this case, like, yeah, I'm just going to like be like, yay, I'm so happy, thank you, and I'm gonna give Mexus a hug.
She kind of is surprised by the hug for a few seconds, but then her 6 arms do wrap around you. Yeah. After a moment's hesitation, she
Love
embraces
table.
you.
I think Mexus has a bit of a soft side to her. Right?
Well, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I guess I'll just maybe spend some more time chatting with her, but then I'm gonna be like, well, oh goodness, it is getting kind of late. I think I need to go find my friends and make sure that they know that I'm okay. And I kind of ditched them yesterday instead of helping them sell things. I feel a little bit bad about that. Although I wouldn't have missed this for anything. This was really nice, Max.
I have enjoyed your presence as well. This has been
I've
nice.
I'm gonna kill Mexus with kindness here. I think there's someone salvageable. I can fix her, Orange. I can fix her. Grell can fix her. So
Okay. You can try that. It's just gonna be like, do you need me to walk you out of here?
Oh, yes, please. And I'm gonna offer my arm, like, shall we?
So, did you put on an outfit from the closet? And did you like?
Oh yeah. Grell was gonna walk out there buck naked, wasn't she? Okay. I'll be like, I was wondering if I could maybe grab something to wear out of the closet.
She kind of shrugs and like, they're not my clothes.
Okay.
Help yourself.
Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and look for something. I don't think Grell is like super ostentatious. But definitely something that's not like stained with travel grime. Like something that's a little bit nicer.
Yeah. With your 17, you do see a few outfits that would be pretty good for a ball, you would think. Like, there's not just women's clothing, there's also a few men's outfits.
Hey. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look through and, I guess, like, what Grell wears is kind of, I would say kind of gender neutral for the most part. Like, she kind of, I mean, when you're traveling, like, you're generally wearing, like comfortable clothing that's not going to get in your way. I guess for the ball, like, if I was gonna pick an outfit for that, probably something like kind of something that'll match what Mexus is wearing.
Okay.
Like an outfit that looks good with what Mexus is gonna be wearing to the ball.
Yeah. You find that.
Okay.
Do you just take one outfit, or do you take like, this is I'll wear later, and this is what I'll wear while they're walking out, or anything like that?
I don't know. Like, I don't want to be too greedy. Grell's pretty. Like, I think I'm just going to take the one outfit.
Okay.
I can clean up later. Like, it's fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and take the outfit. Gotta look decent for the ball.
So,
okay.
As you're picking out your outfit and you take it, you do see the rest of your clothing scattered throughout. Oh, and I failed to mention, but there are a few, like, strap-ons.
Oh.
In fact, Grell's been wearing a strap-on this whole entire time. That's just
oh, when that poor servant walks in, Grell, like, giving a chipper greeting, like, good morning, with this strap on, just kind of hanging out there.
Yep.
All right, well, anyway, I'm going to take this, I guess if I had the strap on, I'm going to take it off and put my clothes back on.
Okay, so you gather all your stuff, you gather...
Yeah.
Whatever you have.
Yeah.
Your pack.
Yeah, actually get dressed, and then, of course, throw Bitey back over my shoulders, since...
Yep.
I wear him over my clothes, so.
Alright, and then you and Mexus get ready to leave.
Okay. And I guess, like, while I'm assuming, like, we're walking through the corridors?
Yes, you are walking through the corridors right now. On the floor, there's, like, a nice velvet carpet. Red velvet carpet. And, like, the walls are kind of like an oranges tint. And you do see other pictures of the Baron, and I see pictures of the Baron.
And, well, I feel like we kind of already covered this during the date, but kind of ask her a bit more about the Baron, like what she knows about him, and, what she, just sort of, chatting up. I mean, I guess you don't want to be too, like, we're literally in his castle, like, I don't want to come off like I'm probing too deeply, but just kind of asking, like, what she thinks of this place, and and what she thinks of the Baron.
Mixus is like, it's not my personal taste. And he's kind of a jackass, but, that's
Oh.
just business.
Got it.
I'm not really here
What-
for pleasure as much as I'm here for face.
Completely. That makes sense. And I'm gonna ask, like, what does Gresh kind of like whisper to him? What does Gresh think of?
Gresh sees him as a very valuable asset. He brings in a good amount of gold.
How? Oh, gold. Like through business interests, or just kind of chatting her up, trying to.
Through business interests? What do you mean specifically?
Oh, like okay, so so the Baron provides gold. Like, how does he? Like, what is his wealth built on? Because generally, when you have like a barony, like what exactly? Where does his wealth come from? Like, is it agricultural? Is it like does he run a lot of the businesses in town? Like,
Okay, she kind of shrugs and like he's able to pay a good amount of tax. I assume with the amount of residents that Rascom has, I'm sure.
Makes sense.
I can figure
Okay.
that's where his gold comes
That's
from.
fair. They would pay tax. They would pay taxes. I mean, not that I know about like baronies or whatever. Okay. It's tax.
Yeah.
Okay. So, kind of.
Yeah, and you're
Just walk out.
you're walking through the corridors, and eventually you kind of pass through a ball. You pass by a open throne room looking door, and you are able to see inside the Baron. And
Oh, he's in there.
and you're able to see him talking to or a knight talking to him. And the knight's seemingly like listing off of this oh, sir, or okay, it's more like once again the bowling, the ticket we gave to the bowling alley, they are requesting more, saying something about it's unfair for one ticket for a group of 5 or something like that. And also the more people are also once again upset about the sewage in the river, and also yada yada yada, stuff like that.
Bringing concerns to the Baron.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I hear what the Baron is saying?
The Baron, he doesn't seem to be doing much. He seems to just be kind of flicking, looking at a gold coin in his hand, kind of just kind of like listening and not saying much.
Got it. Okay. Is there anyone else in the room with them, or is it just this one knight talking to the Baron?
There's a few other guards and just some staff, some winches. Just
like serving wenches?
yeah. And you hear the Baron speak of well, we can't have too many peasants attending the ball. He says we don't want to get it too crowded or anything. So yeah, referring
Not too many pores. Not too many. Don't want too many pores stinking up the joint. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's referring to the bowling ticket.
Yeah.
One bowling ticket for a 5 bowling team.
Right. But he's like, oh, but we don't want too many of those peasants ruining the vibes, basically.
Yeah, and he's like,
They don't
we
wanna
gotta
give out too many
keep
tickets."
we gotta keep them sparse.
Okay.
And then you also hear the knight say, well, okay, You hear the knight say, we've been able to scout out a few reasonable items for the auction for the ball.
Shit.
And Baron's like, oh, good. It'll be quite the fun night.
I'm gonna kind of like. Oh, sorry. If the conversation's still going.
No, like it's just kind of like that kind of garble. Nothing too crazy. Unless you want to look for something specific.
Well, I was gonna whisper to Mexus, be an auction? Heard about an auction.
Mexa looks at you and like, what's an auction?
Wait, Mexus doesn't know what an auction is? Oh, you know, like where they, Girl know. I mean, I think Girl would know what an auction is. She certainly ate enough people. I feel like she.
Do you want to make a history check?
Yeah, sure.
To see if one of her brains knows what an auction is.
She knows what an auction, or if it's just like just something that rich people do. Well, honestly, yes. But okay. You said that's what, a history check?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I just get a plus. Okay, I get a +2 to that. Unless it's a religious auction, which it's not. 1d20 plus 2. Okay, 18.
You know what an auction is.
Okay, I explain what an auction is. It's like, oh, you know, where they put some items for sale, and then people make bids on them, and whoever bids the highest in a certain amount of time gets to keep the item.
Oh, well then, I guess we should probably bring some gold.
I would say so, and I kind of like jangle my my winnings from the from the blood bank.
And then you're able to
pat it.
you're able to decipher that this auction appears to be connected to the ball somehow. Like maybe it's like a prior event for like the rich or something.
Okay, connected to the ball. Oh, like something that they do like right before the ball?
Yeah.
For the rich. Right before the ball.
Well, okay, maybe not for the rich, but you know, something for the ball. I don't know.
I mean, let's be honest, most auctions are for the rich.
Right.
But yeah. But okay, so yeah, like, so it sounds like there's gonna be some nice items for sale.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna make a note of that, because it's like, you know, friends will be glad to know about that. Maybe there'll be something, you know, just girls kind of thinking like, maybe there'll be something cool to buy.
And the next is like, yeah, totally. That sounds awesome.
Yep. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else. Okay, so we're going down a corridor, and I guess like we passed by like a big set of double doors, and that's where the Baron was, like the ballroom and the Baron and the knight.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not ballroom, a throne room.
A throne room. Okay, it's a throne room. And I guess I'm just gonna kind of get an idea of the layout of the palace, like just kind of make a note for later.
Yeah. Just to see how well just to see if you pick up anything as you're like looking around and making notes of things. Give me an investigation check.
Okay, that's just a +2. Let's see. Okay, man, I wish I could have rolled like this last session. I guess it wasn't too bad though, but yeah, 18.
Yeah, you're able to get a pretty good note of the land. What?
Lay of the land?
Lay of the land, thank you. You're able to get a pretty good lay of the land. You're able to make a few notes of a few things. It's a pretty good check.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on that, because I'm like, okay, Grell's thinking in her head like, okay, so I can get to go to the ball with Nexus. Need to find a ticket somewhere, because I don't know about the bowling contest, do I?
No, you don't.
Yeah, I don't. But we'll need to find a ticket or something, to get the rest of them in, because I do know about the ball. I don't know about the bowling contest. But I'm like, maybe like Wooly might be able to. I'm thinking to myself here.
Yeah.
Because we definitely.
I can't hear
So,
you,
I'm-
Key. Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Key. I'm just gonna kind of. Well, okay, so I'm getting a lay of the land. possible entry points for someone to sneak into the palace. I'm not trying to be obvious about it. I'm just kind of looking around, kind of getting an idea of what the interior of the palace is like, and how the guards move and things like that. Just kind of keeping an eye on it.
With an 18, you're not really able to pick out any discernible, like, other entrances, like any secret passages or anything like that.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, there's like maybe like a side entrance, and then there's just the main front entrance.
And the main entrance. Okay. All right. And I guess continue walking with Mexus?
Yeah, you walk for a while, and you are able to just to get to the front door, essentially.
Okay. And I guess I'm going to turn to her and be like, I had a wonderful time.
I enjoyed it as well.
Yeah. I'll be honest, when we had our scrap in Bundarico, I wasn't sure what to think, but I'm just gonna say, like, I really enjoyed this chance to get to know you better and spend time, and I'm really looking forward to going to the ball with you.
She kind of,
Huh?
She looks up into the sky a little bit and like, yeah, those were good times. It kind of like stays there for a little too long. And like, yeah.
Okay. Well, and then I better go find my friends.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll...
Bye. And
Yep. Alrighty.
so I'm gonna make my way back to the shop because that's the place that I know how to find. I'm assuming, unless I could get lost here. I don't know if you want me to roll for it, but
No.
my goal is to go back to the shop.
Okay, you go back to where you remember the shop was.
Yeah.
And they're not there.
Oh. I'm gonna kind of scratch my head. Oh boy, and I guess I'm gonna pop my head in and see if okay, so my friends aren't here. What about Tex or Jack? Are either of them there?
All right, you go back. You go back to the underneath the bookworm, and you go to the stairs at the below, and yeah, they're in there. Jack's passed out on a table, not on a table, but he's like slumped over onto a table, kind of drooling a little bit.
Oh,
While Tex is like just writing down some notes.
okay. And I'm just gonna kind of knock politely on the side and then let myself in. Hey, good morning. Morning, kind of quietly so as not to wake Jack up. Tex, you know where everyone is?
Oh, welcome back, Grell.
Morning.
Morning, indeed. Well, a strange guy came by with a note from you, saying...
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Well,
I was out overnight. Where's where they set the card up?
Well, I'm glad you survived out there. And then get mugged.
Survived? Girl's just gonna be like, but I had a lovely time.
Well,
Survived?
that's good. But maybe not much survived as much as like get mugged or I don't know, abducted or something.
Oh, okay. Is it pretty dangerous around here?
It's just sketchy behavior. I don't know. But yeah.
All right. Well, good to know.
You know, it's just city living. But yeah, I am glad you're safe.
Yes.
As for your compatriots, I directed them to an inn called... Give me 1 second. Fuck me. Where did I put it? It must be down here. Oh. Nope, that's not it. Oh, I guess I did it right down. I directed them to an inn called the Green Tree Inn. The Green Tree Tavern. I directed them to a place called the Green Tree Tavern for them to get to sleep for the night.
Okay, to the Green Tree Tavern. Okay, oh, thank you. And I just kind of do a little salute and all. I'm gonna go find them then. Which way is the Green Tree?
It's
Can you...
on the other side of the park.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead, get as good of directions as I can from Tex and be like, well, I'll see you later. I'm gonna go find the rest of the crew.
Alrighty. Good seeing you.
You too. And then I'm just gonna kind of head up
Okay.
head up these stairs. So.
Okay. And then yeah, you go over to the direction that Tex was leading you, and you're able to find like a cool little inn that seemed to be like part tavern, and then you see like a little stable to the side where you see your cart, Chonk, and Brooks sleeping.
And Brooks are asleep. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I won't wake them up if they're sleeping. They've been working pretty hard. I don't wanna wake them up, but I will go into the tavern and well, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't want to just burst into their room. Like, you know what I think I'll do? Like, is there like any sort of like seating area to wait for them to come out? Like, obviously they're still here if they're checked in. I'll guess I'll check with the front desk and be like, hey, I think my friend's booked here for the night. I want to make sure like they haven't gone out like for breakfast or whatever. And if they're still in, I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for them.
Yeah,
Kind of chill in the lobby.
The tavern keeper says, yeah, they're still here.
Oh, okay. If you don't mind, I'm gonna wait till they wake up, and then I'm just gonna kind of like go over and plop on a chair or whatever I find, and just sort of,
Okay.
wait for them. Maybe kind of, scope the place, kind of check the place out.
Yeah. You do that, and that's where we're gonna end.
Yay! Thank you, Key.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Well, I appreciate you taking this extra time with me so that we can get the party back together.
Yeah, no problem. This was fun.
Yeah. This was fun, Key. And again, thank you so much for like this campaign has honestly been like a blast.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, like I said, like after every session, generally like the next day, while we're at work and stuff, we'll kind of like be texting each other like, oh yeah, we should do this next time or blah 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 blah. Like it definitely provokes conversation, like excited about like what are we gonna do next? Like maybe next session we could do this or blah 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 blah, like speculating. So it's been a lot of fun.
Good. I'm really glad to hear that.
Yeah. You've done great, so
Thank you.
I guess I'm gonna head off for the night. I'm pretty tired.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Sounds good.
And we're on for Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow, probably what, 6 o'clock?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Nick and Chester are on board. I know Nick texted me and asked if we were on, and I'm like, yeah, and I know you also. It looks like Chester liked your post, so I think we're all on board tomorrow for 6.
Okay. Do you know if everyone's on board for the 16th, for our next actual session?
Wait, is it the 16th or is it
The second.
The second.
The second.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. That I'm not sure. I have not messaged people beyond like what was said in the Discord, but I can definitely like shoot a text.
Because yeah, like
Because a lot of times, like none of us like looks at Discord that often.
Gotcha.
Is I think the issue there.
Yeah. Because no one's responded to me. I'm like, okay. I don't know.
And I don't think that it's that anyone's against it. I really do think it's that like they might not have seen it because they're not generally on Discord a lot. And I will say like I have like a billion unread messages in Discord, so I don't know, maybe they're the same way. Like I'll prod them and see if they'll like answer in the Discord.
Okay.
I'll send them a text. Okay. But I'm definitely on board. I guess it would be at our usual Baldur's Gate time, right? Like
Yeah.
Sunday the 2nd at 6.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks again, Key, and I'll see you later.
Yeah. Have a good night.
You too, Key.
Bye.
Bye-bye.